Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm joined with my boy
Jay,
and you guys know him already, but today we're going to revamp his entire desk setup from this into a banging setup. Jay, give a little breakdown of your desk.
so we have two desks. So we have this one and we have another desk that's here. As you can see, I have my iMac screen on that one and I have the ultra wide on this one. This is my main desk. This is where I work. However, you can see it's a bit of a mess. The desk is good, but it can be much better.
In case you're wondering why Jay has two desks, his missus uses this one. So it's not just a random desk that sits there. People are going to be like,
Yeah.
Why the hell has he got two desks? This is actually a sick monitor. It's a 49-inch ultra wide. And if you don't remember, we actually used this when we were in Marina Gate.
Correct.
So this was actually the first monitor I used in Dubai.
You use it, but
And now we're going to go ahead and upgrade it and give it the desk setup that this monitor deserves.
So this is also a standing desk. As you can see, you can adjust the height. You can set memory modes. Pretty sick if I want to stand, if I want to sit. This is the older version, so it's a bit rudimentary.
He's doing that because that's what I have. And we've got a bunch of goodies to go ahead and unravel. So thanks to our friends over at Fluidstance, Jay's gonna get completely decked out. So one thing I can't stand is a messy desk. So Jay, notorious for a bit of mess. So I made sure that the guys over at Fluidstance helped us out with some organizers. If you haven't actually seen my desk, you'll understand where we got the inspiration from, but the video will be popping out right now around somewhere on the screen.
There.
So we're gonna go ahead and take some of that inspiration and throw it onto Jay's desk. This thing's sick. I use this as a ADHD. Oh. Do you wanna show what just happened?
So while we were unboxing, this thing slipped out of my hand, but we have an extra one, so.
We have one at my place.
We have one at Sunny's, so.
Damn, man. It's okay.
That's fine. We move.
That never happened.
What happened?
Organizers. Okay, so this is sick. This thing is sick. This is a balance board stand, and it's such high quality. I'm excited to show them the balance board. That's cool.
That's very nice.
Oh yes. So firstly, shout out to Fluidstance. Look at the quality of that. Do you want to do the honors?
Challenge cap. That's the challenge cap.
It basically attaches onto the board like that, and it makes it harder to balance on.
And we got a nice little Fluidstance bag for keeping the board. Very nice.
Ooh, so nice.
Water finishing. Super nice. The wood finish is really smooth.
The cool thing about this is you can use this already barefoot. So this is pretty cool barefoot as it is, but we told them that they recommended that pretty much that you should use this with trainers, it's more comfortable.
Yeah.
So what they sent out was this. So this is pretty sick. This is like a padded foam add-on, and it basically just sticks onto the top of the board. And this is what I do at home. So I'm basically always barefoot at home. Stuck this on. Yeah, they have these little sticky pads. Stick it on, and you're good to go. Sick. If you have flooring, which is delicate, or you don't want it scratched, or whatever the case is, then when you use a balance board, they basically can give you something like this. Here we have like a protective material. Yeah, it's like a protective material. Basically, this you basically put on the floor, and then you can balance board the hell out of it. So you basically then this just glides over it, prevents anything from being scratched. But just look how clean that wood is. Like, that's nice. That's really nice. So right now, the cool thing is you can put these behind, and it's like a storage place for it, which is really nice.
That will go behind.
This is the riser because this is where your laptop's gonna. Now, it's up to you. I prefer to have a laptop as a screen. What do you prefer? I think it's cool because you have another screen.
Yeah.
So I think even if we shift the entire setup that way a little bit, so you have enough room for this.
So if we shift this whole thing a bit on the right.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to it then.
Because of this right now, we're restricted a little bit, so that eventually we will get a separate monitor holder for it. So we free up this. But for now, this is what we've come to. So laptop will go here. We need to fit the strip above. At the top over here, we're gonna have the Illum light, right? Similar to the Halo light, the very famous BenQ Halo light. So let's have a bit of fun with this light part. I always wanted to do that. So we did it, guys. We actually came over to this as our final finished product. So clean, right? There's a couple of things that we would want to have had a little bit perfect, like this. Basically, a quick fix there would be to put this onto a desk mount. You need a pretty heavy one because it's a 49-inch. But besides that, let's start off with the riser. So right now, this riser gives us a ton of space, pretty much nothing underneath it. But Jay can put whatever he wants under there, and it just gives us a whole load of room that was pretty much previously taken up. So that looks pretty cool. Then we have this. This is one of my favorite things. All of these products that you're seeing here are Fluidstance, clean as hell. The reason why I love this one so much is you can pretty much go ahead and just ideate. So if we've got to-dos, whatever it is, I tend to use this one, this nice little pop-up board as a to-do list. Oh, Jay's even got this one, which is pretty cool. So he's got a riser. I don't use a riser at home, but you use it quite a lot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was perfect for Jay. So now he's got an extra screen here, so you can use that as a preview window, Slack, whatever you're doing. Previously, Jay was using something like this. So basically where you put the laptop in, these look good, but the problem is you lose the screen, right? And I'm all about, again, efficiency. I said to him, I was like, dude, you're losing a whole screen here. And if I get hate for it online because I actually use my laptop in the center, but I use that because I'm presenting and a few other things. But Jay, I said to him, keep the screen. It's a MacBook screen. It's awesome. Why would you want to get rid of it? So we have this beautiful riser, and it's nice and felt finish. So it's got a really nice protective barrier, a couple of soft pads over here so nothing gets broken. And of course, you can just store a bunch of stuff behind it, which is awesome. Okay. So lately, we're adopting this whiteboard culture. Yeah. Because it's just awesome.
It's so good.
Yeah. Whether you're creating ideas, whether you've got to-dos, something, it's awesome to have Notion and digital stuff, but something about writing it down is just game
something about the physical thing being there is different. It makes you do it. Like
so much nicer. Then we have a couple of additions to the overall desk setup. This little nice addition just clips into the top of the riser, and nice little place to have the control, which is awesome. This room tends to be pretty dark, and Jay only had warm light. So a couple of things. When in the daytime, I always say you should work with, like cool light. As it gets warmer and warmer into the night, you need to go ahead and change your lighting to reflect it. I use Philips Hue, but the guys over at Fluidstance hooked us up because now Jay can do the same thing with this really cool bar, right? And this is awesome because immediately, the second we put this up, we could tell like eyes were saved. We had to do a little adjustment here at the back because this was actually touching the back. But again, if we put this on a monitor mount, that'll fix out. But what's really cool is that they have this snake head here and you can just move it as you need to. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the desk down right now. And this is pretty much for two reasons, one of my favorite things. The nostalgia factor, because if you look at this now, this is also a little flex on the light here. But you guys can just twist the light to go ahead and get your light set up at the top, which I love, right? Now this is awesome because not only did we at university used to have this exact same approach when me and Jay would be working on things, we would basically stick it to the wooden board at the top, and this would be how we got our work done. And now it's pretty cool because we've got an updated one from Fluidstance, and I use this religiously at my flat, and now Jay has it too. Important documents, pictures, we can go ahead and magnet them there, and this is also a pin board, so we've got lots of cool stuff there. Well, a couple of reasons why this kind of desk setup works so much better than what he previously had. So firstly, let's just flip the light back down, which again, love that, so cool. Yeah. But firstly, you got so much more room, right? You got loads of room here. Now, again, this is all preference. Obviously, we've set it up in this way right now, where it's basically all about efficiency. So I'm all about efficiency. I actually am a big fan of having 2 points of input for your like cursor. So a mouse for basically precise movements, anything that you need to do, and also a trackpad. So for me, especially with Mac OS, when I'm working on anything, like especially with, like in an edit, for example, so rather than using any of these rollers, I prefer to actually get hands-on sometimes and use a trackpad. Another cool addition here is a wireless charger. So the guys over at Fluidstance added in this wireless charger for us. And this is awesome because now you can go ahead and just pop that on, charges away, and it just plugs into a USB port. So pretty neat. Jay's gone ahead and upgraded his keyboard to, this is the
MX Master.
This is the MX Master
S
Combo, right?
Yeah.
So S Combo because you get this nice little armrest for your hand.
Correct.
And you get the nice little MX Master 3S, which Jay's been using. I actually have the 3, so yours has the silent click, which is really cool. The final thing that we added was over here. This is a Fluidstance organizer. And of course, what I would recommend is if you had the monitor on a mount or on an armrest, then you would free up the bottom bit and you could put it there. But even then, I'm still a fan of putting it out the way. So this is just cool for all of your little things like, you know, your AirPods, a couple of pens. They gave us a nice bunch of refills. But overall, I think this is sick. Absolutely sick. And if you want to go ahead and even protect something delicate that you've written on there, you don't want someone to wipe it out, boom. We've got these awesome Fluidstance covers, so you can go ahead and make sure that you don't write off. And what I actually do personally for this is I will go ahead and have like a checkbox. So I would say if I've done this task, I can just tick it off. And say, for example, your shopping list, then say I need to go ahead and in the next week repeat my order, I would just take that off, rub this off, pop it over again.
That's smart.
It's quite clever, right? That's what I've been doing it for lately. So final piece that we haven't spoken about is the leather desk mat.
Yes. I was always a fan of leather, and for me, I was like, okay, this sizing is perfect. As you can see, it fits my mouse. I have enough space for the mouse. Keyboard fits perfectly, and the armrest fits perfectly, looks elegant, minimal.
And I also find that they age really well. So even my one ages pretty good. Jay's definitely a monochrome kind of guy. So if you notice, his setup has gone a lot more for black and white, kind of the monotone vibe. Mine is a lot more wooden and colored with a bit of green and a few other things in. But it's sick. It looks so clean. Love it.
Very nice.
Only upgrade we need to work on is this right here. But we weren't going to show that, but there you have it. We didn't have enough time today to get that in, but look how beautiful that looks, and then obviously that. So we're gonna go ahead and get a tray mount for there. Simply click it in, and this will all be gone. And last but not least, guys, is my favorite addition right there. We have the balance board. This thing is so cool because honestly, when you're working and you're at a desk all day, I have found this is a game changer of a hack because I now stand up. I'm a very fidgety person. I have the exact same model at my place. So this is an awesome model by the guys over at Fluidstance. You can see here, you can pretty much spin around, move around. And we put the protective mat there so we don't scratch the floor just in case. But if you've got like a carpet floor, you're pretty safe to go ahead and carry on.
It's fine.
If you're working and you're at your desk and you pretty much can tend to get bored sometimes or you don't go for a walk, it can get a bit annoying, it can get fidgety. And let me go ahead and use that light, there we go. You can use this as a very cool little tool to keep yourself active while you're working. For every developer out there, you know what I'm talking about. When you're coding for ages, hours and hours at a time, and you haven't stood up once and you realize I haven't even left the apartment. Honestly, sometimes you get stuck in the apartment you haven't left, and it's the life of a dev. So this thing, game changer. I definitely recommend it. If you're happy with your setup, you're happy with everything that you've got, get a standing desk because you need that for this. And then step 2, get yourself a balance board. So once you're done with playing around with the balance board and working, doing whatever you're doing, I tend to just be a fan of scooting it under the desk because basically while it's under the desk, it doubles up as a bit of a foot stand. So it's the perfect height where I'm sitting down and I can basically put my feet on it and it's awesome, like as a footrest. But if you want to go ahead and put it away somewhere nice, you can go ahead and get the Fluidstance stand. Now look at this. This is a beautiful wooden stand that the guys over at Fluidstance offer. And it's just an awesome way to go ahead and store your board. So this is pretty nice, and it has the same really nice wooden finish that they use on the board itself. So everything looks great together. So there you have it, guys, a completely revamped desk setup tour. Let us know what you would have either done differently added onto the build, or recommend for Jay to go ahead and upgrade his setup even more.
True.
In the comments down below. And remember guys, if you want to go ahead and pick up any of the accessories that you saw in today's video, you can go ahead and hit the link in the description to check out Fluidstance. The stuff is high quality. We're very happy with it.
Very happy.
I think it's awesome. It's completely transformed the desk setup itself, and it just looks very, very clean. But overall, if you enjoyed the video, do us a favor, smash that like button and
subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Peace.